host to enter tonight's doubleheader.
If Lee Timmerman's career was a highlight reel, it might look something like this. 9-time Sportscaster of the Year, 21 Eric Severide Awards, National Sportscasters and Sports Writers Association's National Broadcast Story of the Year.
The most nervous I've ever been in my entire life, having to give a speech at the National Sportscasters and Sports Writers Convention in front of everybody.
And the most recent highlight, being inducted into the North Dakota Associated Press Sportscasters and Sports Writers Hall of Fame.
To be able to follow John Cole from our organization in there, Raj Higgins from KFYR-TV in there, that was pretty neat. I mean, it's the mountaintop.
But for LT, it was never really about the awards, but rather about sharing really great stories. Lee Timmerman started at KFYR-TV on April 1st, 1989.
We've really found a gem with Lee Timmerman.
Dick Height was news director back then and hired LT. What impressed him then still does today.
He does his homework.
That's a sentiment echoed by everyone who's ever crossed paths with LT.
He's always prepared, and it's very difficult to name a sport that he can't do.
I think LT would be the first to tell you he was a big-time planner. He likes to have everything organized well in advance. Probably shows up to work earlier than he needs to, probably stays later than he needs to, but that's always kind of been his mantra, is how he goes about his business.
He had so many notes, and it played a big part of what we did throughout the tournament to give people some insight, not only into the teams, but the players themselves and you know, what they were like off the court too.
LT's still got most of those notes. Handwritten notes, all color-coded. He's got every note he ever jotted down in 14 years of NDSU Bison football coverage.
He did his homework, you know, he's very prepared. His passion for that was something that really made an impact on me, you know, and just his passion to be good at his job.
LT not only wanted to be the best at his job, but he wanted everyone on his team to excel too.
I come from the Lee Timmerman coaching tree, and I am so proud of that.
Everything that LT does comes from a place of just wanting everyone around him to be better and do their best.
We do keep in touch a lot, and I follow their lives, and it means a lot.
His wife Amber's endless support also means a lot. She's put up with his crazy work schedule of nights and weekends for nearly 40 years.
It takes a very, very special person, which she is, to sacrifice herself for me to be able to do that.
In his career, he's pointed his camera at some pretty big names, including Michael Jordan, Carson Wentz, and Virgil Hill.
He's my favorite guy.
It's crazy, the people that I've come across. They would never remember me, I'll never forget them.
He'll also never forget the thousands of high school and college athletes he's come across, all of them just as important. And through his work here, LT has been able to showcase his passion for fishing. In 1997, he launched Pros Pointers. This is year 28.
I can't speak enough about how important it is to have been working with Lee for 28 seasons, developing a friendship that's going to continue for much, much longer.
And as the former voice of LT's favorite baseball team, Twins announcer John Gordon would say, "You've touched them all, Lee Timmerman."